Jennifer Maysmore G.
Yes.
Jennifer, welcome to Barbados and
Thank you
welcome
very
to the
much.
gymnasium.
Thank you very much.
Yes, it's international weightlifting as part of the Barbados Independence Games. As you know, we've had these games for a number of years now, and this aspect of the games, the weightlifting aspect, has been with us for quite a number of years. Weightlifting, perhaps not the most popular sport in the world, but certainly it's exciting for us here at the gymnasium.
Yep.
Jennifer, your thoughts so far on what you've seen? We've had the ladies competition. Your thoughts
Yes.
so far on what you've seen?
The ladies lifted really well. We've had really good support from the crowd. The ladies have lifted out of their skin, really. I think that they've performed really well, and yeah, it's been very good. Very good performances so far today.
And you, in fact, were one of the referees for, I think referee or
Yes.
judge, I'm not sure which one it is,
Yeah.
for the ladies competition. How
Yes.
did that go for you?
Yes, I was on the jury. Well, with the jury, we have to make a decision based on what the referees have said. So we have to agree or disagree with what the referees' decisions are. And the majority of the time, the referees did really well. So we found our job as being on the jury quite easy, and and it was well received.
Okay, how was the competition for you? You are a former international weightlifter. So how was the
Yes.
competition for you?
The competition itself is being run really well. There are, everything is in place. The jury and the referees and the athletes are doing really well, and it's a lovely venue. The venue is really appropriate for the purpose of this competition, and we look forward to seeing more competitions like this in the future. Yeah,
Right.
it's been very good.
So tell us a bit about Jennifer Maysmore G and her involvement in weightlifting, because you tell me that you have been to the World Championships representing the UK.
Yes. Well, my lifting career goes back way back to many years, and
Yeah, just
Yeah.
across you, Jennifer, we see the athletes actually coming in
Yes.
for the men's competition. It looks like we have perhaps about 25 to 30 competitors. I
Wow.
know that we have competitors from Barbados, the host. We have from Guyana, we have from Trinidad and Tobago, we have from the UK, I believe, as well.
no, we don't have anyone from
Oh,
the UK.
you don't have anybody from the
No,
UK,
we
yeah.
don't have any lifters from the UK.
Yeah.
It's just us as
Just
officials.
officials,
Yes,
yeah.
just officials.
And we're hearing the voice you're hearing at the moment is that of Mr. David Colon, who is the technical official from Puerto Rico. And he actually will introduce the competitors now.
Also from Barbados, Timothy Howard. Team Barbados also includes Kobe Ford. Kobe Ford. From the United States, Andrew Bandelo. Team Barbados, Nathan Richards. From Guyana, Shaman Noah. Team Barbados, Khalil Roberts. Also Team Barbados, Salim Hamed. A name that I have probably mentioned many times in my career. From Barbados, Romario Manfred Ford. Also Team Barbados, Marcus Moore.
Okay,
Team
yeah.
Barbados, Daniel Griffith.
Well, Team Barbados obviously overrepresented.
They sure are. They are sure overrepresented here. But it's good. It's good. So it's actually great to see that Barbados is developing its weightlifting, which is very good within the Caribbean.
Right, your heritage originally is, of course, Jamaican.
Yes,
Do
it
you have
is.
any involvement in Jamaican weightlifting?
Yeah, currently I am part of the Jamaican Weightlifting Federation, so I'm on their committee. I've travelled over there, and we're trying to help them to develop the weightlifting in Jamaica further. So
Okay.
yeah, it's still in its infancy.
And well, infancy. So would you say that Barbados at this stage is further along the totem pole in terms of what weightlifting?
Yes, I would say that they're a little bit further along. Henceforth, the competition being held today. However, we still have athletes Jamaica still have athletes as well that are represented Jamaica within, the international platform as well. So we are sort of running neck and neck to a degree.
We actually saw something called street weightlifting on Thursday.
Yes.
What were your initial thoughts on street weightlifting?
Well, to be fair, that was my actual first time actually seeing street weightlifting and being a part of it. So, but it was a very good event. It was very fun. The athletes really took to it. It was good to see the format that they were using, and it was. I was able to actually pick up some of the ways in which the competition was run with the male and females, and just pairing them up and things like that. So it was a very good event, and I would recommend it for other events going forward for other countries.
It's been said that weightlifting is not really people-friendly or customer-friendly, as we like to say. It's not sports entertainment, which is where we're going with sports now.
Yes.
In any case, so the concept of street weightlifting has been introduced
Yes.
to bridge that gap. Because when we
Definitely.
have competitions like this, it's very, very formal and structured.
Yeah, and I think as well, because it doesn't really integrate the public as much into the competition. When you're doing a street event, you get more of the public involvement.
Right.
So, you see just people sitting away from the platform, but now you can get them more involved in the competition. They can, really cheer the athletes on at a close range, and it's much nicer.
I believe we're going to break again shortly because we're going to have the presentation for the women's competition, which you in
Okay.
fact were part of.
Yes.
And so you can probably describe the performances that you would have seen, certainly from the female weightlifters today.
Sure, yes.
There were very few female competitors, unfortunately. But it did not mean that the competition was not keen.
No, it was very good. So this is one of our lighter weightlifters. She was from Canada,
Right.
and she lifted very well.
For the snatch.
She was able to snatch her own, close to her own body weight.
Because I believe she's
So-
approximately 42,
Yes.
42
And
pounds,
she
42
snatched
kilograms.
40 and she snatched
40.
49.
Yeah.
49 kilos. So she's able to snatch more than her body weight, which is very good in weightlifting.
But of course, the challenge in terms of your particular weight category, because you might have, I'm not sure what your kg was when you competed,
She receives
but
her 3
that
medals
is
from Dr.
that
Kyle
is
Pierce.
obviously the differential
And this
between
very
your
simple
weight
but
and
Yes.
then what you can actually
emotional
Yes,
lift,
yes.
which can put you over somebody who may in
Ceremony.
fact be able
Yes.
to weigh
And
more than
That's
you.
correct.
As we observe her
Lifting
weight,
there.
yeah.
Because there's ample time for photographs.
Unfortunately, she missed that one.
In the
She got an arm
49
bend,
kilo
but she also
category,
dropped the
we
weight
have
as well in front of her.
also
And that
a
one, she
single
also got an arm
competitor.
bend,
Her
which
name
is
is
again, which is
Karen
unfortunate,
Singh
that she
from Trinidad and Tobago.
wasn't able to
Please
achieve
come
the
to
weight.
platform. She will receive from Dr. Kyle Pierce medal for the snatch, silver for the clean and jerk, oh yes, first for snatch, first for clean and jerk, and her total of 115 kilos provides her the gold medal for the total in the 49 kilogram category. Yes. Now, in the 55 kilogram category, we had 2 competitors. These are Chanel Ray McCullough and Hannah Kaminsky. McCullough, Chanel, and Hannah Kaminsky, please come to the platform. Where's McCullough? Come on, McCullough. Well, while McCullough comes forward, we can award Miss Hannah Kaminsky with a gold medal in the snatch. Yeah, right in the middle of the platform. Gold medal in the snatch, gold medal in the clean and jerk, and also a gold medal in the total with a respectable total of 147 kilograms. And she is in the 55 kilogram category. Congratulations to her. And after the photographs, don't go too far away, Kaminsky. All right, thank you. Now, the second place goes to Ray McKella Charnel. If she's not present, I will continue forward, calling two names. In the 71 kilogram category, we have two competitors, Janelle Alain from Team Barbados and Golda Mays from Canada. You be so kind to come to the platform. All right, we will award the second place, Janelle Alain from Barbados. You will receive a silver medal for snatch, silver medal for clean and jerk, and a silver medal for the total. Her total was 100 kilos. And for Team Canada, Golda Mays gets first place in snatch, first place in clean and jerk, and also first place in total with 112 kilos. These two ladies competed very kindly and very friendly in this category, for which we congratulate them both. Certainly she will be seeing each other in future competitions. They're very young, talented, and that's what this is all about, having fun and making friends. Now, may I mention the winners in the super category? May I call Miss Shade Harris and Emma Frison. Where's Shade? Okay, here she comes. Shade will receive silver medal for the snatch, yeah, step forward please, ladies. Yes, silver medal for the snatch, silver medal for the clean and jerk, and with a total of 160 kilos, a silver medal in the total. Yes. And now, the winner in this category with a gold medal in the clean and jerk, gold medal in the snatch. Did I mention that? Snatch first, clean and jerk then. And with 185 kilos, a total of 185 kilos, she receives the gold medal in the total for the super category. Emma Frison. These two ladies, please join Kyle for the photograph. As close to the middle as possible so we can include all our sponsors in your photographs. That's our trick. Thank you very much, ladies, for being with us, for a great performance. Please do not leave the premises, ladies and gentlemen. We will have the men's competition in a few minutes. Okay, now we have a special award for three ladies. Three ladies who have, one lady? Okay, fine. The one lady that, according to the Sinclair formula, which provides the best performance according to body weight, this special honor goes to Ms. Hannah Kaminsky, the MVP, Most Valuable Lifter, MVL, Most Valuable Lifter, according to the Sinclair formula that takes into consideration the amount lifted with regards to her body weight. In the whole competition, this seems to be the strongest girl. Like it or not, that's the truth. And she's very happy. We are all happy for her. And for us, all of these girls are winners because they're here to learn, to perform well, to have fun, and to make friends. That's what we're here for. Any moment now, I'll be calling the men for the...
Yep, and we are back, Jennifer, and we just had the
Yes.
presentation of the
Yes.
for the women's competition, and certainly Hannah Kaminsky out of Canada being judged the most valuable lifter, the MVL,
Yes,
not
she
the
was.
MVP.
Yes, she was. Yeah, she lifted really well. I mean, her clean and jerks were so beautiful. The lines are really clean. Her jerking is just on point. She did really well, very well.
In terms of what you've seen of international competition for women, how would you rate this competition here with some of the other competitions at the international level that you have seen?
Well, and to be fair, this is very much an introduction for some of the ladies into weightlifting, and for some of the ladies that have been here today, it's been more of an introduction for them. So they have just gone on and lifted really well. The international platform is so different. It's much more competitive. The structure of it is quite different. But I think that they held themselves together really well in this space, and they did really well.
When you competed at the international level, World Championships, obviously, which is the ultimate, just below Olympics, I would think, or some people say World Championships
Yes.
are bigger than Olympics.
Yes.
How did you find it? How tough was it?
Oh, it was very tough. It was very tough. Competition was hard. We had to work really hard to even be selected to go. And once we were there, we really had to pull off our performances, sort of try and be beyond whatever it is that you've done in your previous competitions. But yeah, no, it was a very good experience. It was, I was very honoured to be there, and yeah, it was very good.
And when you retired, you obviously determined in your mind that you would become even more involved in the sport.
Yes, I think that came through the coaches that we've had in the past. One of them being George Manners, and he always encouraged us to make sure that we involved ourselves in the sport, and he also encouraged us to become officials, so we get to know about the sport, we get to learn how all the officiating backroom events goes on there. So it was always his thing to get us as athletes really involved in sport and keep with the weightlifting. The weightlifting in itself is really pivotal in a lot of sports in terms of helping people to develop themselves in strength and power. So yeah, it's been a very good experience for me.
Right, as we see the male competitors warming up prior to the start, and we have, I think there are 15 or 16 actually competitors. What we do have is that we have various weight categories. So we're going to go through a whole lot of phases, and I'm
Yes.
going to ask you to describe each of the phases that we go through because of the
Sure.
different weights.
Yes. So,
Yep, David is announcing that the judges should get in their position because we're about ready to start. And it seems as if we're going to start as low down as 30 kg
Yes.
with Shaden Cossey. And that's really a very, very small weight, isn't it?
it is a very small weight, particularly for a male lifter. But this is where on this type of platform that is, I would say, acceptable, because this is where we start to introduce the lifters to the competitions, and they need to start somewhere. And
Right.
as small as it is, it's a start, and they are doing it in the best place possible. Less intimidating, more of a fun atmosphere. So
Right, this is Shaden Cossey who's going to come into your picture shortly. His first lift will be 30 kilograms, which is just over 60 pounds. Am I correct?
okay, yeah. He's going to be performing the snatch, which is a movement, one movement straight overhead. That's good.
So A good lift for Shaden Cossey. And also at this particular weight, we're going to have Timon Howard now. Um, Timon Howard, as we watch Cossey first up, as we watch Cossey, it looked pretty simple, very well done as well.
Yep, the movement was nice and smooth. He got his arms straight. He locked them out straight away. So therefore the lift was given. Yeah, he did really well.
And now it's the turn of Timon Howard, the same 30 kilograms. Good that they seem to have been.
Yeah, there was a bit of a delay, and I was telling him to put the weight down. He actually did do that lift really well. Again, nice clean snatch. Clearly, it was an issue with the buzzers. So yeah, hopefully next time he'll be able to put the weight down a little bit quicker.
That could be challenging for you if you don't get the buzzer and you have that weight over you.
Yes,
isn't it?
and if you put the weight down before you're told to, you can actually be ruled out for that. So yeah, he was good to wait. He did well.
And we see Coach Andrew Callender there having a chat with the two competitors. And it's Timon Howard coming again with his second attempt, and they've gone up by just 1 kilogram. Oh no, they've shifted it. And this happens a lot. Tell me a bit about this movement. We see up on the board 31 kilograms, and then all of a sudden we see 40 kilograms.
Yeah, I mean, the athletes have the opportunity to up their weight at any time. So you get an automatic increment. After you've lifted your weight, you get an automatic increment of 1 kilo. And then you can decide whether you want to take that 1 kilo increment or you want to move up to another weight. Once you've made that decision, you just need to go and let them know. And they put the weight up. But as it's a rising bar, the bar's always rising, you have to wait for your turn to come back round.
Okay. Right, and I suspect having lifted the 30 kg, they recognize that they could go up much higher, but much quicker.
Yes, I mean, they were very easy weights to do. Yeah. You can see.
So Shaden Cossey for his second lift, he'll be going for 40 kilograms in the snatch. Well, we didn't get the buzzer, but we heard from one of the judges down.
Yes, yes, he was asked to put the weight down. Clearly, there's a problem with the buzzers at the moment, so I think they'll sort that out at some point. But the lift was very good. Yeah, again, nice clean lift. Lines were good. Yeah, the arms were locked out. There was no problem with that lift at all.
And it's the second lift for Timon Howard, also at 40 kg.
The buzzer's now working.
Buzzer is back.
Good, yeah. Another good lift. Another good lift. Yep, again, nice lines. He's squatted in again. His arms are locked out. Very good, very good. He needs to keep those elbows locked out throughout the lift. Once he's caught the lift of the bar over his head, he needs to keep those elbows locked out until he stands up, and then he is asked to put the weight back down again, so that's very good.
So we await now what the weight will move up to, bearing in mind what you just described.
Yes.
In terms of the ability to go up.
1
just
kilo
go up
increment.
by 1 kilogram.
Yep.
Automatically, but you can
Yes.
go even beyond that.
Yes. See, he's moved up to 43 now.
43 kilos, please. 43 kilos.
And at this stage, then the assistants, as we see on camera now, have to change the actual weight structure to accommodate the 43 kg.
Yeah, so they're the loaders, so they
The
will
loaders,
actually put the
right,
weight on that they need.
Third attempt with 43 kilos in the snatch.
And what also happens as well is we've got the two lifters lifting. They've
actually moved it again up to 45 now.
Oh wow, yeah, they've moved it again. You see, so they have those opportunities to move up.
How often can you ask for the weight to be put up?
You have three chances,
opportunities,
yeah,
oh.
to get your weight moved up. And you have to do them within a certain time.
Time, of course. Because weightlifting is very much about timing, isn't
Yes,
it?
very true. You get 1 minute if you get 2 minutes if you're what they say following yourself, and if you're
the only
if you're the only
competitor,
competitor, yeah, you have 2 minutes, and if you're following someone else, you will 1 minute.
1 minute. And here comes Shaden Cossey with his weight at 45 kg.
And the lift is good for Cozy.
Yep, again, he lifted really well.
To the platform with a third attempt at 45 kilos.
Timon Howard.
Howard from Barbados.
Does it make it?
No, he didn't make that lift. Unfortunately, he didn't finish his pull. So if you don't finish the pull and extend enough, you can't get the weight overhead. So that's unfortunately, yeah.
We want 60 kilos, please. 60
So does he get another opportunity, or
No, now he's done his 3 lifts.
He's
He's
finished
finished with the snatches. He's now going to move on to the clean and jerks. But he'll
Right, so
rest
that's
now
it.
for the moment because
Right.
he's got quite a bit of a weight. We've got quite a few lifters and men in this category. So
Right.
yeah, he'll have to wait a bit.
So as we see, the loaders and the weight has gone up
Yeah.
incrementally. It's now going to be at 60 kg for Nathan Richards, who will be the next
60
competitor.
kilos. First attempt in the
And
snatch.
he's also from
Nathan
Barbados.
Richards, Barbados. Nathan Richards.
And again, as you mentioned, once your name has been called, how much time do you have to get to the competition area?
You have 1 minute.
1 minute. If you don't make it within the minute, what happens?
Then you're ruled out and you miss that lift. So you're timed out on that lift
Yeah.
and you
But
missed
you're
your
not
first lift.
disqualified overall.
No,
You're just
you're not
timed
dis-
out for that lift.
Yes.
Okay. And from that whistle, he has 30 seconds again.
Yes.
From the whistle.
Yes.
That was smooth.
He didn't move his feet at all. He just went up and down in the same spot. Yeah.
61 kilos.
See, he didn't move his feet.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It works for some people. I think it's better if you move your feet because then you're able to get your power through.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because if the weight is more, you need
Yes,
some power in your
that's
legs.
correct.
Yeah.
Yes, you need to be able to move that weight, get it through the middle section, and punch it out at the top. And he also powered it. So now he's following himself. So he's now been given 2 minutes on the clock.
Because he's obviously the only competitor in this weight category.
No, the only competitor lifting this weight.
This type weight,
Yes.
yes. Because he's now gone to 65 kg.
Yeah. So if it goes up to 65, there's clearly another lifter maybe coming out on 65. And then the clock will change back to a minute, but we'll see what happens.
These rules, so many rules.
There are a lot.
How did you manage to learn all these rules?
Over many years, many years, yes. Partly from my own, lifting career as a lifter, but also, just learning it through my technical official qualification. No, he's going to continue with himself.
He's following himself,
yeah.
As you said. So he's given 2 minutes because
yes.
I like that one. He's following himself. Tell us a bit about the chalk scenario.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of athletes tend to use chalk because it helps to grip the bar. If your hands get a bit sweaty, sometimes the bar can roll out of your hands. Usually athletes will use what's called a hook grip, where the thumbs are curled underneath the hands around the bar. And sometimes that can be the most efficient way of being able to hold on to the bar.
It's a unique technique.
It is a unique technique. Let's see. Oh, the lifters. He was given the lift. He needs to be really careful though, because of the way because he's not moving his feet. So when he comes to finish, his arm is he's doing that bit of a press at the top. So. Okay, there's a jury deliberation. Now,
so
as I thought.
Because you questioned it,
yes.
Your thoughts were that it was not a good lift.
Yes.
Your immediate comment was that it was not a good lift.
Yes.
The jury wants to have a look.
The jury are having a look. Quite rightly so.
And I know he has the opportunity, if they call it as a no lift, to challenge it, does he?
Yes, he will have the opportunity to challenge it, but he also has another lifter available to him now anyway.
Wow.
The jury are deliberating on this for a while.
So why did you think it was not a good lift?
Because remember at the beginning, the first lift he done, and I said he doesn't move his feet.
Yeah.
So he doesn't get the power through the middle. And I think it's the same kind of scenario he's having here. So when he finishes at the top, it's not a full straight movement, it's a pressing movement at the top.
When you competed, did they have the opportunity of jury deliberation as well?
They certainly did.
How often
yes,
does an athlete win a challenge?
It's not very often. There we go. Yeah.
So he doesn't get the opportunity then to go to a higher weight?
He can if he wants to go to a higher weight.
But this is his final lift?
Yes, this will be his final lift. Yeah. And he must finish that lift.
So
extend those arms.
And if he doesn't complete this lift, then his best weight would have been the
60 kilos that he did the first one.
The first one?
Yes.
Okay.
So he's really got to think about moving his feet and punching it out over his head, punching the weight out.
And because he's following himself, he has a 2 minute,
2 minutes, that's correct.
Window.
Yes.
Which he's not actually taking.
Oh no, he won't. But then we had the jury deliberation, so that's giving him a little bit of a rest as well. It's better to get out quicker and just get on with it.
Still doesn't move his legs, really.
No, he didn't, but that was actually a much better lift, yes. I would agree with the referees on that one.
So Nathan Richards, best lift, 65 kilograms.
Yes. He also does what we call a power snatch, so he doesn't go down into that deep squat position. So that again can hinder his ability to finish his way.
Okay, still another Barbadian competitor. We've gone up to 70 kilograms, and it's Kobe Ford. And he's coached by the man himself, Mr. Andrew Callender, who is Mr. Weightlifting in Barbados.
Oh, that was a bit, yeah, so it went straight over his head, isn't it? That just goes to show how much power he has. If he'd sat in just a little bit more, he would have been able to catch that. Yeah, so the power, see, he just went straight over. It's the mobility in the shoulders, and he's just over-rotated. All he needs to do, sit in a little bit more and push, reach for the ceiling. Push for the ceiling.
Watch Coach Andrew Callender.
He's strong enough for the weight. He can do the weight.
He can do the weight,
Yeah.
okay.
He just needs to focus, and he just needs to push at the top. When he's received it, just keep pushing on it, as opposed to letting it drift away from him.
Okay, and in the meantime, while a Ford waits, we have another competitor at the 70 kilogram category, Shigeru Moore. And he's a much bigger guy than Ford.
Yes, he is. He is. So when we're looking at that Sinclair formula, this is where it would make a difference between how much this young man has lifted to Ford.
Right. But he lifted that 70 kg quite easy, didn't he?
He did lift it very easy. He just looked like he's very good for much more. He's just come out to do his opener.
More Shigeru. From Barbados, there is a change. 75 kilos, please. 75. Let's use the red disc. Big red heavy disc.
So it looks like a Kobe's going up.
To 75 kg.
75.
Wow.
Okay.
That's interesting, isn't it?
It is. It is. Sometimes this happens, and sometimes it actually settles the lifter to be able to put the weight up. It gets them, they actually end up doing the weight. But we'll see what happens on this occasion. Because as we said, we could see that he was able to do it. It wasn't that he wasn't able to do the weight.
It was a question of technique.
Yes, technique. Technically, he just didn't finish it well enough.
I believe that Kobe Ford has represented Barbados at the regional level, probably Pan Am Games or Central American and Caribbean Games. Yep. So he's not known or inexperienced or not known to international competition and the vagaries of international competition, for that matter.
Okay.
Use your asset word.
Wonderful.
Almost, didn't he?
He did almost lose it there as well. Yeah, he almost lost it there again. But yeah, that was a successful lift. Well done. Well done.
75 kilos, also right in the platform. Ready.
Right there.
Yeah.
More Shigeru.
Bit more technical work required there, but apart from that, yeah, that's a very good lift. Very good lift. Well done to him.
And 1 minute.
So it's more Shigeru now for his second attempt, and then he's gone up to 75 kg for the big guy.
Oh. He's got it.
Very easy again.
He's got it. Yep, he's got it. I think for a lot of these guys in their lifting, there's some technical improvements that they can look at. I mean, and that's again why we use these kind of platforms to help them to develop those things. And sometimes when you're under pressure, your technique can go. So it's good that we use these environments to help them to develop those technical parts of their lifting. But there's lots of room for improvement.
Right. Can UK weightlifting assist Barbados and Caribbean weightlifting in any way?
That's a very good question. I would like to say yes, we could. But however, I can't speak for the federation
Right.
in that
Yeah,
sense.
of course not.
But yes, definitely, we would like to come over. I would. I mean, personally, I could come over, do some work with the federation and help with the technical coaching. But we have technical coaches in England as well that can do that.
We have Arthur Smith now, 78 kilograms. Oh, he twisted, didn't he?
Yeah, but I'm a little bit unsure about that lift.
I see the results. They call it good quickly, but he
Okay.
seemed to have. Did you notice that? He seemed to
Yes, I
twist
did
his body.
notice that he twisted. Yeah, he's got a bit of a rotation, but okay. Yeah, I was a little bit unsure about his arms, but now that we've got the replay on it, yeah, I can see they were fine. And that was probably because through the twisting. So sometimes when they twist, sometimes it can be difficult to really see the movement of the arms and the elbows, because it's the elbows we're really looking for to see whether they unlock. And we're just going to see what he does, what's his next move. Clearly he's following himself.
No, we've gone up to 80 kilograms now.
Oh, no, and now, yeah, cool, yeah.
Salim Hamid, 80 kilograms now. What I'm observing here, and I like it, is that one of the female competitors from earlier
Yes,
is
it's
now
now helping to
now
load
one
the
of the
bar.
loaders, yeah.
We all chip in here, we all make it work. It's a competition, we're all family, one family, we make it work together.
Okay, Salim Hamid, 80 kg now, and he's not he's a smaller competitor, but with a bigger weight now.
Yes,
So.
yes. Here's a big lift.
Quite easy.
Yes, he moved that weight quite easily. Again, a few technical errors, but apart from that, it's very good, very strong. There's lots more room in the bag there.
And now
Again, he did a power. Here we go.
So Akobe Ford returns now for this would be his third and final attempt, and he's gone for 80 kg.
He's gone up 5 kilos from his previous lift, so let's see how he does.
And this is the kind of weight that you would know how much weight you can, because in the gym you would have been practicing.
Yeah,
with
yeah.
the-
Yes. These are weights that he would have done already in the gym or practiced. It's a good lift. And you see the difference when you see he missed his 70 kilos because probably maybe it was just a bit too light.
light.
Yeah? So you can see the
Right.
difference.
But not for me.
Yeah, so, you know, 80 kilos, 10 kilo difference. That's very good.
So Moore Shiguru is also going to go for 80 kg. And this is his third and final attempt as well.
Yes.
Third attempt.
That's actually quite a really good lift, technically. Even though it was a power snatch, he did really well. He kept that bar very close, and yeah, he did really well. Good snatch. There seems to be a lot more in the tank, though. I think he's playing reserve. He's holding back a little bit. But no, very good lift.
80 kilos. First attempt, Romario Ford. Barbados, Romario Ford.
Again, this is an individual, Mario Ford, who's about to come for 81 kilograms. He's someone who's represented Barbados at the international level on a number of occasions. And you would have seen him, I believe, on street weightlifting. He's a bit of exhibitionist.
Yes, yes, yes.
I think you remember
He was
him,
out. Yes, he was there on. He was there on Thursday. Yes. Yeah, he played the game.
Yeah,
he
so
was
we
good.
would expect him to lift this 81 without too much difficulty.
Well, let's see what he does.
He's actually called Man Face. His nickname, Man Face.
Oh wow. Wow. That was very fast. It's very fast. Again,
like
he
an
powered it.
international-
Yes,
like
he
an
did.
international
He moved it
competitor, yeah.
very fast, like an international lifter. Powered it again. But yes, very fast. Technically, pretty good. Pretty good.
No issue for him.
No. There's a lot more in that tank. There's a lot more there. We'll see what he comes out on his next weight.
So we now move to 83 kilograms, and Arthur Smith is going to have his his second attempt at 83 kilograms. Here comes Smith, who kind of twisted, as we mentioned.
That's
earlier,
correct. Yes, he
twisted
did.
earlier.
Yeah. So let's see what he does on this attempt. Let's hope he's managed to straighten himself up.
Still,
He had a bit of a lean there.
no. They call it
It was a
good.
good attempt.
84 kilos. I'm sure that's going to change. 84 kilos.
Just seeing what the jury is saying. No, it was a good attempt. Yeah, it was a good attempt.
But clearly he has some technical issues because he seems to be twisting. The second time he twisted again.
And sometimes that can come from the drive when they're coming through the middle of their pull, and they're sometimes driving off one leg more than the other. So when they land, they're rotated. But it's just something that he needs to just correct when he's in the gym. He can work on that, correcting that.
Yes, 85 kilos. Second attempt, Salim Hamid.
Salim Hamid now, the second attempt at 85 kilograms. Getting the final word from Coach Andrew Callender.
Salim Hamid.
This is his second attempt.
Keep it simple.
Okay.
There's a split division at his favor. Good. Salim Hamid, we continue. 86 kilos, please. 86.
There was a split
Yeah.
in the judging. Yeah.
He did have a slight press out in both arms, and that's partly because of the way he leaned forward.
How many
and the
steps
receiving,
are you allowed to
any
take?
minute
Is there
number
any
of
more
stops.
steps to make
As long
sure
as you stay on that platform, and the weight stays on that platform, you can move around. You can go for a run if you want. I wouldn't advise
Probably
it though.
not, but not without weight in your hands.
Yeah, I wouldn't
But
advise
yeah,
it.
but- yeah.
I wouldn't advise it.
Great job. 87 kilos.
But you just need to stay on that platform.
Salim Hamid. Arthur Smith, be prepared.
So Hamid is following himself, so we have a 2-minute window, well,
That's
a minute and
correct.
50 seconds window at the moment because
Yes.
the weight has gone up to 87 kilograms.
Yes, and no one else is coming out to take that weight.
So what we're actually seeing, basically, based on the number of competitors we have, is that there are several competitors who are going to be taking some big weight
Yes,
today.
yes. I look forward to this.
So Salim Hamid again, 87 kilograms. This is his third and final attempt in the snatch.
Use your legs, man.
The lift is good for Salim Hamid.
So he ends at 87 kilograms for Salim Hamid. Technically,
Yes, he did really well. He managed to squat down into the squat position, um, but he was very good, very good. He received the bar well overhead.
Oh, this is change. 90 kilos, please. 90 kilos.
so we're up to 90 kilos, and we're going to see a new competitor now. It's Shaman Noel, 90 kilograms, which is 185 pounds, just
About that.
Wow.
I have to be honest, I'm not into the pounds. We just deal with kilos in the UK.
Okay, fair
So
enough, yeah.
pounds.
You're probably still a little bit behind. So we're getting a little tidy up here now because
Yes.
some dust has. And I remember seeing this a whole lot when we had the international competition because it could be slippery there.
Yes.
The competitor,
Yeah. So we need to make sure that we're always thinking about the safety for the athletes. So we sweep the platforms and we make sure that the bars are clean and there's no blood or anything on the bars.
Right. So Shaman Noel is a competitor from Guyana. He's come over from the South American Republic to be with us, and that's good. We love to have
Yep.
international competition to add a flavor.
First attempt, 90 kilos.
And
Shaman
Shaman,
Noel.
yeah, he's been to many international competitions now.
You know
He's,
him,
Yes,
yeah.
he's been to world championships and yeah, he's done quite a bit of traveling. His lifting has come on and improved over the year quite rapidly. So yeah, he's doing really well. Very good.
Well, almost. I was about to say almost perfect.
Yes,
Yeah,
almost
see,
perfect.
Yeah, almost
You're right.
perfect.
You're
yeah,
very right.
he is.
Yes, almost perfect there.
And without any difficulty at all. He
Yes.
was just
And you know, sometimes you can see the differences between the guys that have done those international
International
competitions and have been on the big stage to the guys that are just sort of really coming into their own here.
And Arthur Smith is going to attempt 90 kilograms for his third and final snatch. That's interesting,
Yes.
isn't it?
It's very interesting.
It is a split decision, but it is a good lift for Arthur Smith.
Okay,
He finally
it's 2-1. Referees have given it 2-1.
Would you
When
have
I
called
see
that
what
a
the
good
ju-
lift?
91 kilos, please. 91.
No.
No, you would not.
No.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a referee or judge. I would not have called it, but
And even then he pressed out.
Yeah,
He's
he thought-
several
he thought-
times.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
he's pressed out.
but he has obviously has a technical issue because all three times that he lifted,
Yes,
Yeah,
he's done the
yeah,
rotation.
yeah.
So that was quite quite big rotation there. However, you can finish your bar in that direction.
you can. Yeah, but
Yes.
you mentioned once you don't come off the platform.
Yeah, as long as you don't come off the platform.
So I suspect, as you suggested, that the jury might be calling for a review.
Doesn't seem like they're calling for a review. No, they're not calling for a review. The jury have kept the lift. They're not calling for a review.
Okay. So we're up to 95 kilograms, and first competitor from the United States, Andrew Bandolo. That's a good name, Andrew Bandolo.
Yes.
Andrew, that is right.
I thought you were meant Bandolo.
First attempt, Andrew Angelo, USA. Andrew Angelo.
Keep saying it. Andrew.
Cuban. That's a good ring to it.
Clearly. Okay, it's a good lift.
Andrew Angelo.
Yes, good lift. Again, this is somebody who has lifted for several years.
And he's actually being
And he's
coached by Canadian Rachel Simons.
Yes.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. Had a long chat with Rachel earlier.
Yes.
And now we're going up even bigger. It's Quintana Clark. He's a big guy.
He is a big guy.
He's
Again,
actually
he's
your
somebody else
commentary.
who's.
He did color commentary for you on Thursday.
He did. He
Introduced
did.
you as well.
Yes, he did.
95 kilograms.
That's a good lift. Just needs to steady himself a little bit. He needs to settle down.
Yeah, that weight.
Yeah.
Because it seemed to me as if the weight
Wait,
had him.
yeah, and he was probably a little bit light. He could probably do with a little bit more weight on there. To
More
put-
weight?
Yes, to set,
Or to balance,
him out.
oh,
Yeah.
okay.
98 kilos, please. 98.
Oh, now we've gone up to 98.
See this change, this call for change.
This is Marcus Moore is going to be the next competitor as we take a look at Quintana Clark being wiped down by one of the assistant coaches. And Andrew Callender getting Marcus Moore ready
Marcus Moore,
at 98.
Team Barbados.
It's been okay.
Seems as if Marcus Moore has a few fans in the audience.
Yes, it sounds like he does. I nearly got him mixed up with another lifter who's been waiting in the wings for a while.
Yeah, well, until the big weight comes, he's coming out.
Yes.
Well, Marcus is a sure man.
Yeah, he's ready for business. Oh,
Nope.
unfortunate.
By Marcus this time, he has 2 more attempts. Let's see.
He seemed to be able to clean. He snatched that quite easily. I think it's just his. Yeah. It was just slightly in front of him.
Oh, okay.
So when he received the bar, it was slightly in front of his head. He needs to just bring his head through a little bit more, push it right back, push it up to the ceiling, and he'll get there. He's got quite long arms.
So I wonder, he's probably going to follow himself now because he's going to stick at the 98.
Yeah, he is
kilograms,
following
yeah.
himself. Yeah. So he just needs to resettle himself, refocus, and come back in and do that weight. He'll get it. He should get it for the next one. I'm sure Andrew will be giving him his talk, telling him what to do, just giving him the technical outline of what he needs to be doing to finish the weight.
Is it possible that because of the hype from his fans, he wasn't able to deliver on the weight? Because sometimes the weight of expectation, pardon the pun, could be,
Yes.
could be.
No, yeah, sometimes some people can get, like they have that, how can you put it, the pressure actually from the spectators of being able to perform. So yeah, so sometimes it can be a little bit off-putting, but I'm sure he can handle it. He just needs to focus. He needs to settle himself back down.
Keep it simple, buddy.
Marcus Moore, second attempt at 98 kilograms.
Tighten up.
He's ready. Just as I thought. Just as I thought.
Delivery.
Yeah, he's ready. Sometimes when you come out to do your first lift, it can be a little bit daunting, and sometimes when the crowd are there and they're trying to egg you on, you really want to perform, but then you almost overperform in that
Right.
moment.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
it's just
yeah.
about
And the problem is that there's only that moment. There's
That's
no
correct.
other moment. There's
Yes.
no other moment.
That's it. So it's just about getting back in, rethinking it through in your head, and then just getting yourself back out there and doing it. But yeah, no, it can be a little bit off-putting.
So Andrew Bandelow from the USA for his second attempt, and he's put the bar up to 99 kilograms. And there is Coach Rachel Simons with him, former Canadian champion. And Bandelow, obviously, with a much lesser weight than what we just saw, from,
Yes.
meaning that he's well placed to do well.
Yes, definitely. Taking into consideration his body weight. Oh, oh. Again. Technically, he could have got that weight more over his head. So he sat back on that, receiving it. So let's just see what they said.
Slightly.
Yeah, so he sat back. Okay, he didn't press out, but he was fine. So that way it's a good weight. We'll see what more he has in the tank.
Right. Right, so that's Andrew Bandelow, who has done 99. We're now at 100 kilograms.
New lifter.
220 pounds, Khalil Roberts. Again, this is a competitor who's represented Barbados
Yes.
on a number of occasions.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tighten up. Use both legs, buddy. Both legs. Load both legs.
The same unit. Easy weight. Very easy weight. Very strong.
Right. Showing,
He's ready
and
for
showing
more.
no emotion.
No, that's correct. He's ready for more.
In fact, Andrew is telling them go back inside and relax. You're not coming back up for a little while.
Romario Ford. Romario Ford. Second attempt.
There he is. Look. No emotion.
No.
Just relaxing for the next
He's
occasion.
focused. That's what it is. He's focused. He's ready for competition, which is good.
And here comes, as they call him, a man face, Romario Ford. Short and compact.
Yes, I mean, he's made quite a big jump from his first lift to now. So let's see how he manages this. Mind you, his first lift was really easy.
Tighten up.
Wow. Wow.
Didn't finish his extension, and he wanted to try and get under the bar too quickly. So therefore, it just threw him out, threw him back.
Well, so which
When-
means he has one attempt left now.
Yep.
That's what describe it. Yeah.
Yeah. So see, to me actually, it looked like his feet fell from underneath him. It slipped from underneath him. So we'll have to see what he says. But yeah, it looks more like his feet slipped from underneath him when he received the bar. So he clearly wasn't landing on his flat feet. He was landing on his heels. So that's a technical error. Just needs to readjust. He should have no problem with that. It looked like an easy weight. Otherwise.
Right. Here comes Shaman Noel from Ghana. He's now also attempting 100 kilograms. yes.
Very strong.
He is on with
Very
a
strong.
good lift and makes this
He's ready for
rest
more.
of this competition very interesting.
That's his second
Second
attempt at
attempt, yeah.
100 kilograms.
Ready for our next competitor, who is Clark Montana. Montana Clark. Second attempt at 100 kilos.
So now I have Clark.
Big Quintana Clark.
Yes.
He's the biggest man on stage so far of the competition.
Yes, he is. Again, he's made another big jump.
Got this. Bring it up. Thank you.
Coach Andrew's just giving him some pointers there. Hold it, hold it. Again.
This
He-
100 kilograms is proving to be
To
very
be-
destructive for some people.
Yeah. Again, I think for Quintana there, he just didn't receive the bar. He finished the bar in front of him instead of actually finishing it overhead.
100 kilos, a
Oh.
third attempt for Montana Clark.
And he didn't settle himself at the bottom. So once he's received the bar, he needs to sit in and just sit strong. Stay nice and upright, and then he'll be able to finish that way.
He looks very disappointed, though, obviously, having
Yeah,
missed
yeah,
it.
this is because you only get 3 attempts, and you know once you miss those 3 attempts, you know it is very disappointing. He's going straight in. He's not even waiting. He's not giving it the 2 minutes. He's not going to wait too long.
He could have raised the weight.
He could have raised the weight.
Raised the weight.
He
right?
could have, but sometimes it's always best to go in and do that weight again. You don't
Okay.
always have to raise it. And I think if you're looking for a really good total, sometimes it's not always best to pull the weight up.
Yeah.
Bring it up. Come on, Q. All right, buddy. Bring it up. Let it go.
Oh,
That looked like a really good lift. Again, he powered this one though. He decided he wasn't going to sit in. He's going to try and make sure he got this one. So it was more of a power movement.
Barbados. 103 kilos, please.
See?
103.
almost again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When he stepped into it, that's really good. Very good. Well done, Q.
103 kilos, third attempt.
Oh.
Marcus Moore.
Marcus
Barbados.
Moore.
Andrew is there giving him his technical feedback from behind. So let's see what he does now. He seems very focused. He's ready.
Right here, boys.
Very good. That was a nice lift. Very nice lift. He's redeemed himself from the very first lift as well. It was very good.
Best lift, 103 kilograms for Marcus Moore on his third and final attempt.
Yes. See, you can miss your first lift and still come up on top.
Can, and I think it's the turn now as we watch Marcus Moore go back in to relax, because he can relax for a little bit now
103 kilos.
before we get to the clean and jerk, because we're coming
Yes.
towards the end of the snatch.
Yes, we are.
Andrew Bandelo from the United States.
Young man with your namesake.
Yeah. Wow.
Did very well to save that. It was a bit wobbly there, but he did very well to save it. Yep, it's a bit controversial over the 2-1. He got 2-1.
Oh, there.
Yeah, he was very wobbly. I probably would have given him a no lift. Controller.
Second attempt for Khalil Roberts, Barbados. Second attempt.
Khalil Roberts is coming out now. For his
Yes, Khalil
second
Roberts.
attempt.
Second attempt, and he's gone up to 105 kilograms. He was very good with his first attempt.
He was.
Even pressure, brother. Even pressure.
Nice. Nice lift. Very nice
Wow.
lift. Khalil means business.
Serious.
Serious business. Again, the emotion is not there. He's Andrews told him again to go and sit down.
Shema Noel from Ghana, who to me, even though I'm 100% Bajan, has been the most impressive to me so far for the evening.
So far.
Yeah.
We still have a few more lifters yet to
Yeah,
come out.
yeah, I know. Yeah.
But you know, he's lifting very well. Nice. That was a nice lift. I remember Shema from last year, the World Championships.
Yep.
First competition, as far as I remember, he said. And to see him now lifting from them, he's made such big improvements, and it'd be good. You know, it's really encouraging to see Ghanaians make such big strides in their competition platform lifting.
Mario Man face forward is back now for his third and final attempt. It's going to be at 110 kilograms.
Let's see what he has in the tank. Wow, yes. He has a big
Man
following.
face.
He's got
Yes.
the crowd
Oh,
is
yeah.
fully behind him here. Nice snatch. It was a nice snatch.
Oh yeah, my face is in fine form.
So Quintana is just congratulating him backstage.
And it's the turn of Khalil Roberts now with his opportunity to do a third and final attempt at 110 kilograms.
Coach just giving him a bit of encouragement there.
Tighten up, Robert. Both legs.
Oh,
So unfortunately, that would be a no lift. Unfortunately, the bar left the platform as well as the lifter.
what happened there?
So he tried to save the bar. The best thing he should have done was just to drop it. But I do understand that sometimes you just want to save your lift because you really want to get that lift. But he should really have just dropped it. Thankfully, he didn't hurt himself from going over the barrier at the back. And he didn't bring the barriers down at the back and the back as well. Yeah, that's unfortunate. He looks very strong.
115 kilos.
Another day. That lift is for another day.
Daniel Griffith at 115 kilograms.
As far as I know, Daniel is one of Barbados's top lifters.
Yes, yes, he is.
And he's represented Barbados on several occasions at international competitions.
Here you go, Danny.
Very nice lift. And you can see, you can see the difference between the international lifters and just the competition lifters. Yeah, there's difference in speed, difference in technique, difference in positioning. Yeah, very good.
121. 121 kilos.
Gone up to 121
Yes,
because
he's ready. He wants it. So Coach Andrew just giving him technical pointers, getting him ready for his next lift. He's got 2 minutes, as he'll be following himself.
following himself.
So let's see how long he uses. He may not use the full 2 minutes, or he might decide that he wants to have that complete rest.
Yeah, sometimes I'm guessing that sometimes when the adrenaline is going with you, you don't want to take a full 2 minutes sitting down, waiting to go.
I think it's more so for the female athletes. The male
Okay.
athletes tend to take their 2 minutes.
Yeah, they do? Okay.
They do.
Yeah.
They do. They tend to take their 2 minutes. They get that rest, that first minute rest, and then the second minute is in their preparation on the platform. But no, they take their 2 minutes. Trust me.
Montana Curran overlooking Daniel Griffith there very closely, giving him some advice.
Yeah. He will not be rushing this. As I said,
Yeah,
He's taking his 2 minutes.
He's taking his time, yeah.
he's taking his
This
2
is the
minutes.
longest we've seen that they following themselves with the 2 minutes. This is
Yes.
the longest.
I think he's the only athlete. Is he the only athlete left to lift?
It might be. I don't see
I don't have
anybody
the
else.
list. I don't
Yeah.
have the list in front of me too.
And I don't know who might be starting at 125 kilograms.
there is
There's
that as well.
guy, yeah, I'm not sure that there's so many people who would be starting at that. Yeah, based on the fact that we see all the competitors coming to look at him now,
Yeah.
because sometimes they say competitors don't want to see each other,
No.
but they're
But
all
he
coming
took
to
to
look
look.
now.
Keep it tight.
It's a big number.
Here we go now. Simple.
Beautiful.
Wow.
This is good that he's doing this on home soil. as well in front of his home crowd. Very good. He's very serious. It's a beautiful lift.
So he's going to take his 2 minutes again now.
He is going to
because
take
he's
his 2
fallen
minutes.
himself, and he's gone up to 127 kilograms for his third and final snatch.
I think his best is about 135.
Okay.
So yeah, he's still well below his normal. I could be corrected on that total, that number, but yeah. But he's in. I think he's generally around the 130 snatch. So he's well below what he can do or his ability to do. But again, the clock is going to start in a few seconds, and he will be using his 2 minutes.
So the clock actually doesn't start until the bar is ready.
Yep. So the bar has to be loaded and ready, and all the loaders off the platform, and then the clock will start.
So you actually could get 3 minutes then.
Yes, you could get 3 minutes.
Yeah.
And sometimes what you find is some coaches are very good at doing that. So then they'll stop the clock, and then they'll, change the weight, maybe put on another kilo, and then they'll say, oh, the platform needs sweeping. So then that puts more time on the athletes waiting, and the referees waiting, and the competitors waiting. It does slow the competition down quite a bit though, but yeah.
And that doesn't add to the customer-friendly nature of what we're trying to make the sport, does it?
No. But you'll find that a lot with the bigger lifters as well, because they want that time to recover. And generally that's how they train as well. Long gaps between each lift.
Actually, he's coming now, so he's taken approximately 1 minute. So he
Yes.
probably had about 2 minutes then
Yes.
in the overall.
Yeah.
Bring it up.
Let's go, Daniel.
Bring it up.
Oh,
Nope.
it's unfortunate there. It's unfortunate. It was a very good snatch though. He just didn't finish the pull. Didn't finish the pull, so therefore the bar fell in front of him. So yeah.
Very disappointed, Daniel Griffith, with that
Final snatch.
final snatch, which was at 127 kilograms.
Another day. Another day. It will be his.
Okay, we're going to soon join Amar Goodrich with an interview with Andrew Callender, the president of the Barbados Amateur Weightlifting Association. He's going to talk a bit about how this competition has gone, what he's looking forward to. Oh, you want a break, as you were saying?
I'm now joined by the president of the Barbados Weightlifting Association, Andrew Canada. He's also a coach himself. Andrew, just talk to us a little bit about what's going on here today.
Today, this is the Phillips and Springer Classic, and it started back in 2016, and we've really evolved over that time, and obviously we had setbacks with COVID, but during COVID, Barbados and 8 other islands in the Caribbean were fortunate to receive equipment to help develop the sport in the region. And I'm very happy to see that some of the islands are here and have taken part, and going forward, it will grow. It must grow.
Before we talk about what's going on here today, you mentioned COVID. How big of an impact was that to the sport of weightlifting?
Oh, we are at least 18 months behind the 8 ball, in all honesty, because we had to follow the rules, yeah? But a lot of other countries would have had systems in place where their athletes were still training, and I mean, you got to follow the rules, so we accepted that, and now we're trying to play catch up.
So how many countries, just for the viewers at home, how many countries that we have here today on display in terms of competitors?
There's St. Lucia. In terms of competitors, there's Guyana and there's Trinidad and Tobago, okay? But there are 9 English-speaking countries who have received funding and development programs within the region, and I mean, we were even working on this during COVID, you know, so the biggest problem for us right now is money, yeah, and a lot of the islands didn't have the fund to come, but I believe that a lot of them are watching it all right now, you know, and we're happy for that, but we are growing, and we intend to continue. It is not an easy task. We had some problems this week, you know, but the guys, everyone was on board. Yesterday we had, no, the day before we had a street event, and that was awesome. And I mean, I am not totally bought into the street event, but the street event was a massive hit, and we would do whatever it takes to get hit. So we're happy with that, you know. But things are on the up.
You mentioned the task, it not being an easy one. How difficult is it to put together something like this?
Well, if you can count, right? You can count all the weight inside here at least. Just do that. And imagine moving that maybe 100 yards back and forth. Plus all the wood, all the rubber. It is very labor intensive to set up and to have an event at this magnitude. And I mean, even at a bigger level, then you would have issues of actually rolling the stuff in. Because most places would have like forklifts bringing the stuff in for setting up and whatnot. That floor is extremely heavy. That floor was made in 2016 by a guy called Alan Maynard, and for him, we're eternally grateful, you know. And the kids joined in to help make it, you know. So and it stood the test of time. It's proper hard. So you're doing something extremely heavy. And I mean, even some of the sponsors wondered why we wanted wood. They said we thought you're building a house. But you can see the floor in action right now, and the guys, I'm happy with the floor, and I'm happy with the guys.
You mentioned the floor. We've seen some good competition from the women's. Also watching the men's as well. There are competitions taking place as we speak. We're at a pause right now. But talk to me about the competition. Are you pleased with what you've seen so far?
Oh yes, I'm pleased. I mean, we had a camp earlier last week, and with that and the environment, thanks to the National Sports Council, we got a bigger space, and really, I'm really pleased that we got the help from the Sports Council, and everybody was just firing. Everybody was just firing. And I mean, we're going into the clean and jerk now, and I'm expecting the boys to step up. They're going to step up. They're going to step up. Trust me on that.
Thank you so much, Andrew, for having a chat with us. Andrew, it's back to you.
This once again, and you've gone away, or you're going away with a trophy.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting for me.
Yeah. So how was the competition?
It was really fun. It was super well ran. It was a good day. Yeah.
Okay. How have you found your time here in Barbados? First time?
Yep.
First
yeah,
time.
it's my first time in Barbados, and it's been amazing so far. It's super cold at home, so the warm weather is welcome. We've had fun training. We've gotten to enjoy the beach. We've gone on a boat, so we've had like training and we've had fun and training, which is nice.
Okay, the whole idea of you coming here for our Barbados Independence weightlifting championships, how did that come about?
We came actually for the street lifting competition.
Right, which was on Thursday.
Yeah, just to like bring some awareness to the sport of weightlifting. And we thought while we're here, we might as well get a competition in as well. It's always good to get a little more experience on the platform, and so we did that.
Right, okay, and how was it for you, the street weightlifting initially? Because it seemed to be a whole lot of fun.
It was super fun. I've never done anything like that before. It was really fun. I think for spectators, weightlifting can sometimes be a bit boring if they're not familiar with the sport. It's just watching the same thing over and over again, and there's a lot of like waiting time in between. So the street weightlifting, it was fun because we were out in the sun doing it. It was a little bit shorter periods of time, so it was just less waiting around. It was I've never done a format like that before, but it was really fun to be part of.
Right, tell us a bit about your history in weightlifting. Obviously, you won this competition, very small one, but any world championships on your calendars yet?
Yeah, I attended last year's World Championships 2022. I didn't qualify this year for 2023. I've been on a couple of Pan Am teams. I was on the 2022 Commonwealth Games team. I won a bronze medal there.
Okay.
I've been...
So you obviously been Canadian champion at some point then?
Yeah. Usually in the 49 kilo weight class. So I weightlifted in a category higher this time, which was fun to not have to cut weight, just to lift as is.
Right, so what's next on your agenda?
I'm going to do a small competition at home in January, and then I won't compete again until Nationals for us is in May.
Right, and with the expectation of going to Paris in 2024?
That was the goal. Because I didn't qualify for Worlds in 2023 this year, that was a mandatory competition in order to qualify for Paris. So because I didn't qualify for Worlds this year, it knocked me out of contention for Paris. So that's disappointing, but I'm taking the year to just kind of rebuild. I did a lot of competing last year, which was amazing, but I'm feeling I'm feeling pretty fatigued. So I'm taking this year to mostly train and just build up my strength again. I'm going to try and fill out the 55 kilo weight class. Yeah.
Okay. How big is the sport of weightlifting in Canada, across Canada?
It's quite big. It's bigger on the east side than the west. So I'm originally from the west coast. But in order to work with my coach, Yvonne Darcini, I moved out east to work with him.
So east meaning Toronto, Ontario,
Quebec.
Quebec. Oh,
Yeah.
Quebec. Okay.
Yeah, so I moved from Alberta to Quebec, which is the only French-speaking province in Canada.
Yes.
So when I'm not weightlifting, I am studying French to improve a little bit. But it's a big sport in Canada. It's growing, which is really exciting. We have a really promising junior team, a couple of really amazing youth lifters as well, which is cool to see the sport grow.
Right. In terms of, obviously, it's not a major sport on the world calendar, but the whole idea of it, I mean, when I told some of my friends that I'm doing weightlifting this weekend, and we have some weightlifters from overseas, they said, really? Why did they come here? You know, so it's not there yet. Do you get that same kind of comment in Canada?
Most of the time, powerlifting gets confused with weightlifting. I don't know if it's the same thing here. When I tell people I'm a weightlifter, oftentimes they're like, oh, how much do you bench? And I'm like, we don't do that. So it's not like a mainstream sport. It's pretty niche. It is smaller, like the community of it especially. But I feel like we're making strides towards making it a little bit more common knowledge.
And how big is it among the females, among women?
Actually, I'm really proud to say that our female team is stronger than our men's team in Canada. Yeah. At Worlds this year, I think we came 6th overall. The Commonwealth Games, we came 3rd. So women's weightlifting is really up and coming, which is really cool that a strength sport is so popular among females.
Right. So what can you do then as a female to get more men involved?
To get more men involved? Yes. I don't know. I guess stop lifting so much so we don't scare them away.
Oh, you think you're scaring them away?
No, no, I don't think so. I'm not sure actually. A lot of the time, weightlifting is used as an accessory, I guess, for other sports.
Right, because I've heard this story that CrossFit has taken some athletes from weightlifting.
Actually, that is a really good point. CrossFit is really big in helping move the sport forward because there is the component of snatch and clean and jerk, but also there's a lot of like bobsledders, skeleton athletes. I'm trying to think of other sports. Football that incorporates weightlifting into like snatch and clean and jerk into their training just to work on power and speed. So when people are really good at snatch and clean and jerk, when they're coming from other sports, it's probably wise for us to start picking them up.
Right. Well, it's so good to have you here with me, Hannah, because we are going to continue, and you're going to be part of the commentary team for the men's section of the clean and jerk.
Perfect.
Right. So you get the opportunity to discuss what the men are doing.
Cool. Hey, we get to judge the boys.
Right. Okay. And we're going to start, it's 45 kilogram in the clean and jerk, and you're going to explain exactly what clean and jerk is.
Okay.
First up is going to be Shaden Cossey, and the difference between clean and jerk and snatch. First question for you.
Okay, so snatch, you bring the bar from the ground overhead in one movement. Clean and jerk, you bring the barbell to your shoulders and then overhead. So it's 2 movements for the clean and jerk. Same rules apply. The barbell can't come once it comes past your knees, it can't go back down again. And both of your elbows need to be locked out. So if there's any rebend in your elbows, you're going to see a no lift.
Right. So Shaden Cossey, who's on camera at the moment now, getting ready to go up for his 45 kilogram. And this weight is relatively small weight at this stage.
Yeah, it's this competition we're definitely seeing a lot of beginners mixed in with some more seasoned athletes. So it's fun to see people compete in their first few competitions.
So here we have Shaden Cossey, his first attempt, clean and jerk, 45 kilograms. And as you described, the clean, so it's one.
He's bringing the barbell.
He doesn't.
He doesn't bring the barbell from the floor to his shoulders.
That should be your first, that should be
One movement.
one movement.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then once the barbell is on your shoulders, the jerk is second movement. So this movement,
So what went wrong there?
he was pulled into his toes. So you could see the barbell ended up in front. His elbows weren't all the way through. They were kind of underneath.
All right, the second competitor, as we watch it again, yeah, so. Well, second competitor in this 45 kilogram will be Timon Howard, his first attempt at the 45 kilograms.
Okay, so you see him doing a power clean, which means he's not squatting all the way down. And that is a split jerk. Once you complete your jerk, if you're doing a split jerk, you have to move your feet back into the same line. You have to move your feet together before you've completed the lift, before you get the down signal.
45 kilos. Second attempt. Shaden Cossey.
So Shaden Cossey now will have his second attempt at 45 kilograms.
Much better clean. Nice straight elbows, feet move together.
A good lift?
That to me looked like a good lift.
Have you ever judged or refereed, or you only competed?
I have judged. I haven't refed, but I have judged.
Describe?
Okay, so you can see his elbows come all the way through here, and he gets all the way down into a squat. He's not pulled forward, he's more in his midfoot. Then he has a really nice jerk. He punches the barbell overhead. The bar is right over the center of his mass, so his head is a little bit forward. Bar is right over his core, and then he moves those feet together.
Third attempt for Shaden Cossey.
So Shaden Cossey will have his third and final attempt now at 46 kilograms. He's only gone up by 1 kilogram. Surprising to you?
The automatic increase is always
Yeah,
1
1
kilo.
kilo, yeah.
So he
It's
just
actually
did.
gone up
Oh
now
yeah,
to,
now we're at 47.
7.
So I assume his coach is probably trying to buy him some time here, because every time we change the barbell, the clock stops.
So Timon
Oh,
Howard
yeah.
actually now goes at 47, his second attempt.
Another power clean. Another good lift.
And these are, well, obviously, we look at Timon Howard and you can tell that he's probably very junior in the sport
Yeah.
and learning as he goes.
Yeah. But I think it's really important to, if you start weightlifting, to start competing early on, even if you're not doing big weights, because a big part of weightlifting is the performance of it. So doing something in training is much different than doing it on a platform when there's judges in front of you, when there's a timer going. So making sure that your competition routine is exactly that, a routine.
So we've gone up to 48 kilograms and Shaden Cossey with his third and final attempt at the clean and jerk.
Much better clean again. lift.
So he's completed.
His three clean and jerks, missed the first, made the next two, got better as the bar got heavier.
50 kilos, please. 50 kilos. Third attempt for Timon Howard. Timon Howard. Third attempt.
Third and final attempt for Timon Howard now, and he's gone up to 50 kg.
Be prepared.
Ooh, not sure if the judges are going to give him that one. Oh, okay.
They called it. So Howard has completed,
Oh.
I guess he's completed his evening's work.
Yep. There's a jury deliberation though.
Oh, there is a jury delivery.
So I
as you
think
suggested.
I think you might be right. I
Yeah.
think he might have had soft elbows on that one. So you can see the barbell is kind of out in front of him instead of resting right on his shoulders. And that right elbow was kind of slow to lock out. So once your feet have been planted, your elbows need to lock out at the same time. Yep, that was a no lift.
No lift in the past attempt. But he has performed well. He's a young athlete who will do much better.
So,
every time
which means
in
that
the
his
future.
50 kg will not be.
Correct. His 50 kg
Yeah,
won't count. It
so
counts in his
48,
heart.
yeah.
Yep. But sadly, not in the competition.
Nathan Richards. 1 minute for Richards.
It's really nice that this competition has video feedback, so the jury can go back and look at lifts.
So Nathan Richards, third competitor up for the evening. In the clean and jerk, he's starting at 75 kilograms. So we've gone up rapidly in the weight, moving from the 40, 45, 50 up to all the way to 75.
Come on, Nathan.
Takes a really narrow stance. Another power clean. Strong jerk.
Good lift.
I think that was a good lift.
The lift is good and very smooth.
Uh,
75
David Colon describes it as very smooth.
Very smooth. It's always interesting because the reason we have three judges is so that you can see the lift from different angles. Because sometimes the angle that you're looking at a lift from, you can't necessarily see an elbow bend. So sometimes you're like, oh, I think it was a good lift. And then when you look at it from a different angle, it isn't always that way.
So
80 kilos, please. 80 kilos, we have more.
Kobe Ford is going to come into the reckoning now as the bars are moving up quite rapidly and moving from 75 to 80. And Kobe Ford is going to come in.
Clean and jerk for
And we are officially clean and jerking over body weight now.
there's
Oh,
another change.
I lied.
80 kilos.
Not yet.
Not quite.
Not quite.
Richards.
Yeah.
He has 1 minute, which already starts.
In fact, there's a correction. So Nathan Richards is going back to do his 80 kilograms.
So since Kobe decided to go up in weight, it's back to Nathan, meaning he doesn't get his normal 2 minutes that he would usually get.
But he practically had the 2 minutes, didn't he?
Yeah. Really easy clean. Strong lockout on the jerk. And he's treating
Well,
the bar
yeah,
like
yeah,
a baby, bringing it nicely down to the floor after
Not
each
just
lift.
dropping it.
Yeah.
Because I see some competitors just dropping it to the ground.
Yep,
Is
that's
there any
me.
penalty for that? Or?
So you're meant to control it to your shoulders, and then once it's to your shoulders, you're allowed to drop it. You're not allowed to drop it all the way from overhead. That counts as a no lift. So you're meant to control it to shoulders, and then you can let it fall as it may. But Nathan is gentle with the bar.
Okay, there's a change. Sports. 87 kilos, please.
He's gone to 87 kilograms now. He's gone up quite a bit now.
Yeah, that was a big jump.
And it's still Nathan Richards, so that will be his third and final attempt.
Yeah, so now he gets a 2-minute clock because he's following himself. And we are over body weight. He's in the 81 kilo class, and he's going to attempt an 87 kilo clean and jerk.
Third attempt, 87 kilos, Nathan Richards. He has 2 minutes. I'm sure he's ready to go.
And then after all this is done, to get the overall winner, we have the theorem, don't we?
Yeah. I'm actually not sure if they're using Roby or Sinclair in this competition, but basically it's a way of comparing athletes across weight categories. So obviously you can't compare somebody who's in the 81 class versus a 96, because most times the 96 kilo lifter, the heavier lifter, is going to lift more. Nice, clean. Strong jerk. Nice job. 3 for 3 in the clean
Nathan
and jerk.
Richards, Nathan Richards has completed his evening's work with a top weight of 87 kilograms.
Great group of athletes here. Improving every move they make. 90 kilos.
Now we've gone up to
Forward.
90 kilograms, so once again, seriously over his weight, because he's a 73 kilogram.
Exactly. Kobe was my partner in the street weightlifting competition, so we
Yes,
were
he
all
was.
paired off, male and female, and this was my partner. They call him Angry Bird.
I hope you didn't call him
I
that.
did not call him Angry Bird.
Keep it tight.
Are his hands too close together? They seem rather close together.
Usually for a clean grip, it's just outside of your shoulders. So he looks about right to me. Nicely done. That was a good lift.
We did 90 kilograms.
So he told me on Thursday when we were lifting that his best clean and jerk is 100. So I have a feeling we might try and get there today.
First attempt for Arthur Smith. Arthur Smith.
But if he started at 90, he could, the potential to get to 100 today. Yeah.
Yeah. Most of the time, men make 4 or 5 kilo jumps. Women tend to make a little bit smaller of jumps.
This is Arthur Smith with his first attempt clean and jerk, and it's at 90 kilograms as well.
Power clean a little bit in his toes there. Oh, and we've seen our first power jerk of the competition. So with clean and jerk, there's two types of jerks. We've mostly been seeing split jerks, where one foot comes forward, one foot comes back. And Arthur just did a power jerk, so instead of splitting your feet, they just move out to the side.
Oh, okay.
There's a third type, which is a squat jerk, where you squat the barbell all the way overhead and land underneath of it. It looks similar to a snatch, except your arms are really narrow in your clean grip. This is the most difficult type of jerk because you need a lot of mobility.
Right, so that's the most difficult one.
Yeah. It's pretty rare to see squat jerking in competition.
So where would you do it then? Only when you practice?
It's really good at working on the balance that's distributed in your feet. So I know in training we do it a lot of the time just to work on driving straight up and landing straight down. But it's usually used as like an accessory move just to improve your lifting, but not necessarily at your max weight.
Okay, we are waiting Arthur Smith now for his second attempt because he's moved the bar up to 95 kilograms.
And he's following himself, so he gets a 2-minute clock.
How useful is that 2-minute clock when you're in competition?
Really useful. For me anyways, snatch, I'm okay doing it a little bit faster, but clean and jerk, it really takes it out of you, so the 2 minutes is really helpful.
It seems as if he's going to make full use of his time. He's not moving at all. Seems to be a meditation, actually.
Yeah. That's one thing, especially between attempts, trying to get your heart rate down, get your breathing down. Way better clean this time. He was more in the middle of his foot as opposed to his toes. Another power jerk, nice job.
Good at 95 kilograms.
That looks like a good lift to me.
No, there's still another attempt for him at 96 if he accepts the
So the bar goes up to 96 because that's the automatic increase.
There's a change.
But
And
your
it's
colleague, Kobe Ford, is actually going
Yeah.
to do an attempt at 97.
97, which leads me to believe we might
gonna
be
try it.
attempting a
Wow.
PR on his third attempt.
97 kilos, second attempt at the clean and jerk for Kobe Ford.
And Coach Andrew Callender, who has been instrumental in Barbados and really taking weightlifting forward. Working hard with Kobe Ford, who has represented Barbados on a number of occasions.
Come on, Bert. Speed, bring it up.
Nice power clean. Solid jerk. I feel like we might see a PR.
Good for Kobe Ford.
97 kilograms, quite easily it seems. And he's gone back inside, so clearly he's not coming back at
No.
this smaller weight just yet. So he's looking at, goes up to 100 kilos.
For a different athlete, we're seeing triple digits.
Because I have to keep reminding our viewers, it's 220 pounds.
Yeah.
Not so? Wow.
More sugar.
Yeah, 2.2
Yeah.
pounds per kilo.
First 10 for more.
Come on, baby guy.
I love that they all have nicknames.
We do in the Caribbean. Tend to.
Thanks, baby guy.
That looked like an empty barbell. Pretty easy done.
This is a good lift for more sugar. 101 kilo, and I'm sure he wants more. 101, please.
Nobody's at 101. They've raised it to 101. Is it going to be more Shiguru who is just going to go at 101? No, it's gone up to 102. And Arthur Smith is going to be the next competitor at 102.
This will be his third attempt.
102 kilos. Third attempt for Arthur Smith. Third attempt for Smith. Aqua before, then be prepared.
Ooh, nice jerk. He's a little worried on the clean. He pulled back on it a bit. Sometimes when you do that, the barbell can land kind of on your throat. But he recovered for the jerk.
Will be Aqua before. Aqua before, 102 kilos. Let's just make sure.
There we go. Kobe Ford is going to attempt
There we
102
go.
kilograms.
This will be a PR for him.
102 kilos.
As we watch more Shiguru complete 100 kilograms. They go back to the board and check themselves.
Oh, yeah.
But when you're in international competition, the board is probably a massive board, isn't it?
Usually in international comps, they cap the
Numbers.
number
Oh,
of
okay.
competitors in a session. So there's usually no more than 12. 12 is a huge, huge session.
So Akobe Ford with an attempt at a personal best, according to Hannah, of 102 kilograms.
Awesome clean. The first time we've seen him squat. Oh, might be a little bit of a rebend in that elbow. Not sure if they're going to give it to him. So the judge on the right was able to see the little bit of a rebend in his left elbow, but the other two judges didn't, so it counts as a good lift for him, and that is a PR.
Would we have a jury deliberation on that, you think?
No, so if there's only if there's one red, like if it's in favor of the athlete, there's no jury deliberation.
Oh.
If the jury calls it, then yes.
So he's done 102 kilograms, which is a career best and personal.
And he's finished his day. I'm pretty sure he had a 6-for-6 day.
So Salim Ahmed now, and we are, as you mentioned earlier, definitely overweight, 105 kilograms.
Come on, Salim. Control, Salim. Plenty pull.
on his shoulder.
Yep. That was a really nice jerk. Barbell was a little bit forward on his clean, but that was a rocket of a jerk.
Let us continue. 106 kilos. I don't think so.
I don't think we've seen any of the men put on a belt yet.
107 kilos, please. 107.
I guess they haven't needed it yet.
I guess so.
That's it. 107 kilos. Second attempt for more sugar.
A second attempt clean and jerk for more Shigeru at 107 kilograms.
Easy clean. Nice jerk.
And the lift is, let me read it right, good for Shigeru. Yes, that was a good lift. Let us continue. 108 kilos, please. Just as a formality. Because I presume there's going to be a change. Yes, there is. 110 kilos. Now that you're already there, please.
Another change, we've gone up to 110 kilograms. So Hannah, your future in the sport, what are your thoughts for your future in the sport?
My goal is to make it to the 2026 Commonwealth Games.
2026 Commonwealth Games.
Yeah. So this year I would like to train hard, get back in shape, and then get back into competition 2025, 2026.
Oh, okay.
I started weightlifting in Australia, and so I'd like to end my career in the same place that it started.
Okay, and Salim Ahmed, 110 kilograms, his second attempt.
Good lift. There's a little bit of a delay on the buttons with the judges.
Wait, how difficult is that for you if you're holding that weight and you're waiting for the judges to give their decision?
It is. It feels like
disconcerting.
Yes, it feels way longer than it actually is. Because you never want to drop the barbell before you get the down signal, because even if it's a good lift, if you drop the bar before the judges give you the down signal, then it counts as a no lift. So every once in a while, like the buzzer doesn't work or something, and you'll see somebody hanging onto it for forever until a judge calls them down.
Here comes Marcus Moore now, who is particularly impressive in the snatch, now in the clean and jerk. This is his first attempt, and it's at 112 kilograms. In terms of funding for weightlifting in Canada, how is that?
The top 6 athletes in the country, male or female, male and female, are funded federally.
Okay.
Oh, nice power clean.
Marcus. What's out this?
And a shaky power jerk, but we've got it.
And the lift is good for Marcus Moore. Yes, a good lift at 112 kilos. Let's continue then. 112 kilos.
So last year I was one of the athletes that was funded.
Okay.
This year I didn't have, or 2023 I should say, I didn't have as successful of a year. So I dropped down in the rankings, which means I'll have to juggle working as well as training. So it's a battle to win one of those top 6 spots, because when you're in the top 6, your life becomes a lot easier. You get to be a full-time athlete instead of an athlete and a working citizen of the world.
So more Shiguru now with his 112 kilograms.
Super easy. Strong jerk.
And the lift is good for more, and he has achieved 6 good lifts.
Oh,
6 for 6 day. There is no better feeling than hitting all 6 lifts on the platform. You train so long, so hard, and then you get a total of 6 minutes to put it all together. So being able to do that, it's a good day.
And sometimes no second chance at all.
Exactly. Yeah. So if you don't make a total, if you won't make a total, if you don't get a snatch or a clean and jerk, so you need to get at least one of each. One snatch, one clean and jerk in order to make a total. I've been in the position before where I haven't made one of the lifts, and that's always a sad day.
Yeah. Salim Hamid now. Salim Hamid, 113 kilograms.
Looked like a bit of a tough clean. We had a double bounce there. Strong jerk though.
And the lift is good for Salim Ahmed. He has also
Completed 6, yeah.
Another 6 for 6 day. I don't think we've seen any bomb outs so far today in the
Meaning
women's.
that you would have failed in all your
so
attempts.
that's what we call if you don't make a total. So if you don't make a snatch or a clean and jerk, and you score 0, we call that a bomb out.
Wow.
We never.
You
never
can't
wanna
train a whole year to enter a competition
Exactly.
and then bomb out.
Exactly. It's really disappointing. Even if you are competitors with somebody, as a weightlifter, you just never want to see somebody bomb out.
second attempt for Marcus Moore. Team working.
Marcus Moore, 118 kilograms.
Second attempt for him.
And he's had a pretty good day as well. Pretty
Yeah,
good evening as well.
I think he's hit all of his lifts so far. You'll see different lifters have different kind of pre-lift rituals. So Marcus does a big scream before each of his lifts. Way better jerk
Whoa.
than his last attempt. That looked really solid.
The lift is good for Marcus Moore. Coming back all right. 119. Now he will extend back weight. The change
Wow.
just
This clean and jerk, which is easier in your estimation? I thought that snatch would have been easier, but it seems as if the competitors in clean and jerk are performing much better. I don't know what your thoughts are.
It depends on the athlete. For me, I am stronger in snatch than I am in clean and jerk. Snatch tends to be more of a technical movement. Clean and jerk is more brute strength. There's more room to save a mistake in clean and jerk. Snatch, it's either there or it's not.
first attempt 120 kilos.
Oh, we're
Andrew.
seeing our first competitor with a belt.
Yes, the competitor from the United States, Andrew Bandaloo, being coached by your colleague Rachel Simons.
Yeah.
120 kilograms. And he's someone with a very small body weight,
Yes.
lifting considerably more than his body weight.
Yeah, he is a really technical lifter. Little bit in his toes there. Super strong jerk.
Wow.
Nice first attempt.
And he made it look pretty easy.
Yeah.
So you're saying he's very technical, meaning what when you say that?
He's lifting far above his body weight. So the thing with weightlifting is there's a component of strength, but you can only get so strong if you aren't technically proficient. So Andrew has really nice technique. You can see he's able to pull himself all the way into a bottom of a squat. Usually more seasoned athletes will do what we call a squat clean. So when you sit under the bar, it's below 90 degrees. Usually more beginner lifters do a power clean where they kind of stay in a standing position, and usually that's more of a mobility issue than strength.
Okay. And Romario Manface-Ford, who is one of the more popular weightlifters in Barbados, and he's very popular among the fans as well. So first attempt at 120 kilograms. Ooh,
Super fast.
too fast, perhaps.
Holy, that was a rocket of a jerk. I think he could have opened a little bit higher. That looked like nothing.
But he has been around the weightlifting fraternity for quite a while and has represented Barbados on numerous occasions.
On the international stage.
Regional, probably.
Okay.
Regional.
He has a nice jerk.
123 kilos, please.
So Marcus Moore is going to go for his third and final attempt after Manface-Ford. Marcus Moore is going to go for 123 kilograms. His third and final attempt.
Got the pre-lift scream. Fell into his heels a little bit on the clean, but recovered. Oh, jerk was just a little bit out in front. He pushed his hips back.
So, describe what went wrong here.
So instead of his hips landing right underneath of him, you can see his hips land behind him. So his center of mass is a little bit forward, and he's not able to stabilize the bar overhead. The bar ends up out in front.
Obviously disappointed.
Yeah.
And here comes your belt man, Andrew Bandaloo.
Yeah.
And tell me what use is the belt?
So the belt makes it easier to brace. You push against the belt, so you're able to have more internal pressure. Usually helps people lift a bit more.
Okay.
A lot of times people will only clean and jerk with a belt on because it gets in the way for snatch.
Right.
Really nice clean. Big breath in. Solid jerk. He needs to recover those feet. They need to give him the down signal. There he goes.
Kind of delayed down. Well, he got two whites and a red. How come? Why would he have gotten a red?
I don't know. I didn't see why he got the red. Maybe we'll see it in the instant replay. It was a strong clean. Let's see what happens here in the jerk. I don't know. The judges saw something I didn't.
128 kilos.
He gives them the death stare. He's like, please give me the down signal.
It's probably about 10 seconds too late.
Yeah. Like I said, when you're standing there, it really feels like forever.
So he's going to have a 2-minute break because he's going to go up to 128 kilograms.
Yeah, so he's following himself. He gets a 2-minute clock.
In the meantime, Shama, Noel, be prepared. Shama, Noel, prepare. from Guyana.
So what is he
See,
doing
he's
right
trying
now?
to
Yeah.
keep himself calm and stay focused. Usually, your third attempt is where you attempt PRs. So we have a saying that the first lift is for your coach, the second, thank you. The first lift is to make a total, the second is for your coach, and the third is for yourself.
For you.
So if you get the first two successful lifts, then generally in the weightlifting world, it's like, okay, go for gold, do whatever you want to do. So this is probably close to a PR, might be a PR. I'm not sure of Andrew's numbers, but you can tell he's just trying to stay calm, keep focused, get his breathing down. You're not under the bar for much time, but it really takes the energy out of you.
And also, you have trained so hard for so long for
Exactly.
this moment,
Yeah.
and this moment only.
Yes. So staying out of your own way, staying out of your head, and staying present is really important.
Everything, let's go. Big breath, big fight. Up, come on.
Easy,
Yes.
clean.
Big punch. Heels. Yep.
Such a nice jerk.
Wow.
I'm assuming that was a PR. Big celebration. You could hear Rachel, once he did his clean, you could hear her say heels. That's reminding him to keep his weight back, because you can see after this clean, he's kind of in his toes a little bit. Takes a couple steps forward, regains balance.
Breathes. I saw him
Yes.
breathe.
Yeah. You want to take a big, deep breath. But after your clean, before your jerk.
First attempt in the clean and jerk for Shaman Noel.
So tell me about your experience on the world stage. What was that like?
It was like none other. So something you don't really get to see in a competition like this is the games that we as athletes and coaches play in the back room. This competition, you can tell everybody's like cheering for each other. Everyone wants everyone to be successful, but when it gets to the world stage, that's when you're competing for Olympic spots. So you start to play mind games to kind of try and mess up your competitors. I can tell you more after.
Yep, Shaman Noel with a
His
weight
first
of
attempt.
130 kilograms.
Easy clean. Strong jerk. Nice easy opener for him. So like I was saying, in a competition like this, everyone just wants everyone to be successful. When you get to the world stage and you're competing for Olympic spots, coaches do things like, it's called burning your clock. So if you're following yourself, coaches will go and change the weights. You'll also declare a weight that's maybe lower than what you actually plan on opening at and make a big jump so your competitors aren't ready in time. It becomes much more
Competitive.
exactly competitive. But the back room is really where the fun happens, and the stage is where you just get to see sort of the results of the game.
Okay, it's Khalil Roberts now with his first attempt also at 130 kilograms. Khalil Roberts doesn't
Really-
make it. What
Really
went
far
wrong
in
there?
his toes. He needs to keep his bum down and push with his legs.
At 130 kilos. 130 kilos, first attempt in the clean jerk for Clark Contana. Contana Clark.
Yeah, you can see the bar drags him forward.
So when something like that happens to the competitor immediately before you and you're next, what does that do to your psyche?
To be honest, I do my best to just not pay attention to what happens to anybody else around me except for me. It's easy to get caught up in what other people are doing and sort of start to like plan your attack, but it's usually best to just stay in your own lane, not watch if anybody's successful or not.
As Quintana Clark, our color commentator from Thursday, is now the next competitor at 130 kilograms. First attempt.
Fell back into his heels there.
This 130 kilograms is proving problematic, isn't
Yes,
it?
it's getting under a couple competitors' skin here.
So here comes Romario Ford, man face, coming now with his second attempt at 130 kilograms. Because as you said, you are actually over your weight. So that's the challenge.
Yep, over body weight by quite a bit now.
Come on, fast. Keep it tight.
So he's pulling really far back instead of up, which is why he keeps getting caught on his bum.
So, but to what each of the competitors who have failed at 130
failed differently.
have failed differently. So there's
Yes.
there's no one
No.
singular rationale for why they're.
Exactly, and that's what makes weightlifting such a technical sport. Yes, there's power involved, but it's also really technical. So off the floor to your knees, you want to keep your chest upright and think of pushing your feet through the floor so the bar travels straight. Once you pass your knees is when you start to pull back. And that competitor there pulled back too early, which is why he ended up on his bum.
So Khalil Roberts with his second attempt at 130 kilograms.
Super easy, clean. Easy jerk. Recover those feet. There we go.
Wow.
He won against 130 on his second attempt.
130 kilos. Still there. Get that done. Quintana Clark, second attempt at 130 kilos.
So you'll see the coaches give athletes back slaps, leg slaps. You'll see them rub their ears sometimes. And that's to just get you focused.
G up? Is it
G
G
up?
Yeah.
Yes.
And certainly Quintana Clark appears to be very G'd up now. He just
Yes.
grabbed that bar.
Exactly. This is his second attempt at 130.
The much vaunted 130.
Exactly. Much easier. Clean. He caught it in a power position above 90 degrees. Super easy jerk. He is a really long lifter. He is really tall, long limbs.
Quintana Clark completed his jerk at 130 kilograms. And unfortunately, we have completed our time here on Flow Sports. And we ran out of time. I want to thank so much Hannah Kaminsky, who is here with me now. And before that, Jennifer Maysmore G. We have been watching, you've been watching, in fact, the Barbados Independence Games, the 2023 weightlifting section of the Barbados Independence Games of the Barbados Olympic Association. I'm Andrew Seeley. Good evening.
No problem. Next time you do that and better. I know it. No lift. But for 138 kilos, we have Khalil Roberts. 138 kilos.
Let it go stop though.
That's a lot.
Just stop. Just say stop it. But keep going.
Yes, thank you. Very well. Let us resume our activities here with 138 kilos. Third and final attempt for Khalil Roberts. Team Barbados. Khalil Roberts. Third attempt at 138 kilos.
Keep it tight, Robert. Keep it tight. Even pressure. Even pressure. Even pressure. Tight.
No. That's it. Yeah. Good lift for Khalil Roberts. Finally got the sign. No. I read that there's a jury reversal. No lift in that attempt by Khalil. Let us continue with 138 kilos. Contana Clark will have a third attempt with 138 kilos. That lift. I don't know why they saw. If they saw anything. Okay. Maybe from this angle I didn't notice.
I didn't see it either.
Contana Clark, third attempt, 138.
Come on, Kelly. Keep it simple, Clark. Bring it up. Catch it tight.
Good for Quintana Clark. Whoa, what a weight he got off his shoulders. He seems even taller now. 140 kilos, please.
Yeah, that's right.
140 kilos. Second attempt on the clean and jerk for Shaman Noel. Shaman Noel. Second attempt.
There we go, Shama. Done it before. Well, stand up! Hold it! Hold it! Come on! That's so bad, dog! Settle!
Good lift. Damn good lift. No, sorry, no lift. Let us continue with 140 kilos. Should be the same athlete. 140 kilos. Let's just organize the weights there. Make sure we have the right amount. Platform is ready. $140 kilos. Third and last attempt for Shaman Noel. He has 2 minutes. Oh, okay, now it started. Sorry, I didn't notice.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. This is not over yet, ladies and gentlemen. Shama, who has lifted very well up to this point, he will have one more attempt at 140 kilos. And then we will start with Danny Griffin.
Still be a lot easier to the system.
I've noticed that.
Probably, not the work on the system.
Yeah, I have to like uncheck and check again.
Third attempt, 140 kilos. Sorry, no lift. He has a good chance here. Thank you so much. He's coming from Guyana to perform very well over our platform. And now let us go to 155 kilos. Way ahead of others.
The sweeper?
That would be a technical official task. Not us. They're looking kind of sad.
155 kilos. First attempt in the clean and jerk for Daniel Griffith, Team Barbados.
First left ball.
Down. The lift is good for Daniel Griffith in his first attempt in the clean and jerk. 156, please. Nothing strange about that, and nothing strange about asking for more. 160, please. 160 kilos. Yes, 160 kilos, second attempt, and Daniel Griffith, he'll have 2 minutes. Good. No problem. We're in time. Mm-hmm. 1 minute.
Rapid, boss.
No lift. Yeah, it still has one more attempt. He's been doing fine up to this point. It's just wait a minute or two and we'll see something great. $160 kilos, still there available. Let us give Danny the 2 minutes he deserves for a third and final attempt for him and for this whole session.
helps. VP.
One 160 kilos, third attempt for Daniel Griffith.
Give me enough pull, buddy, enough pull.
Give it all.
So sorry, ladies and gentlemen. We have seen excellent performance by all of these gentlemen. We congratulate them all. They've given the best they have for our entertainment. Please do not leave the premises, ladies and gentlemen. We will be with the award ceremony in a few minutes. Yes, let's do this.